said his go-to sex move depends on his partner. You know, Floyd was a champion at Dance with the Stars,
listen,
so he was able to keep up.
I don't
with
want
his
anybody
partner.
judging me for this, okay? Because I am not.
We're not going to judge you.
Okay, it's not that I'm like, boring or skim milk or anything like that.
Last week you said you didn't shave.
She's going to like riding a missionary. Watch.
What?
You got to like riding a missionary.
I do like missionary. But you want to know why?
Grandma, please.
No, it's not grandma. Shut up.
You tell how I know because I'm the pussologist. I'm the pussologist.
Like Tank said, I'm a cuddler.
So pussologist know.
Okay. Well, why do you...
Can you repeat the stuff that's more than I need to know? I didn't hear what you said.
I said I like missionary.
Really? Why?
Because you get to be affectionate that way. You get to kiss, you get to embrace, you get to...
So
you're not doing that with every dude.
Set it off bank robbery
I'm not doing this with who?
I mean,
I'm doing that with who I'm in bed with because I'm choosy about who I go to bed with.
So look, if you were in bed with Floyd Money Mayweather,
don't do
the knockout champ. No, if you were in bed with Floyd, because I'm trying to paint the picture.
I'm really hot right now.
He got a boxing glove on this thing right now. Knock that pussy out.
Okay, so if you were in bed with Floyd, you would want to do the mission. I'm trying to just put it together here. He's the plug. I'm the connection. I'm the connector.
I'm the extension.
But I want to say this, but it's obvious, for me to it can't be just financially. If I'm able to keep all these girls that they say it, that everyone is saying that I have with
Allegedly.
me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really knows what goes on within the family. I mean, because you're around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like beautiful women attract a certain type of money. And so, am I going to keep women around that look like
Ninja Turtles?
No, with Jamie Lynn, who's a smart girl, or Melissa Brim, or Lisa, or Bam Medina. I'm going to keep those women around.
Why do you think women are so infatuated with you?
I mean, because
I can say being around it's not the money.
Because everyone want to. I mean, well, you know this.
Yeah,
they crazy about me, and I can say this because
he breaks the. This is the thing. They always come to me and say, "Nah, I'm cool. I'm all the reason I don't want to." Then a month later,
cut to
I'm the fucking counselor. How the fuck I become the counselor?
Because
you didn't tell me. I didn't know. Oh my God, I want the ring.
You know a woman to say
shit. It's like you put a ring on a finger, but they want it on this one. Why does this finger?
I put a ring on both fingers. But,
okay,
I'm saying 3 of them have a ring on both fingers, and I think I'm just
soul snatcher.
Another Tank.
That's funny.
You gotta realize a lot of these girls need. See, I give them discipline.
Hilarious.
See,
discipline?
I get these girls
Put that in my phone.
What is discipline?
I'm using that on my girl. Discipline. Girl, you gonna get this discipline tonight.
The editing process of this show is gonna be so amazing. Because you've dropped gems today. There's gonna be some 18-year-old out there going, girl, I got discipline.
You gotta realize this. You can't be out there saying a threesome no more. You gotta say Tracy.
Tracy and Burger King.
Tracy
you gotta say Burger King. What's up, Tracy?
We're gonna start our own book, our money book. Tracy.
So you was asking me about who now?
Discipline. What
other girl?
Was it Lisa? No, we talked about Lisa right now.
Lisa,
she's just talking about how girls go crazy after you give them that knockout dick.
I mean, ask Lisa what's going on with her. She can tell you.
She's been in Panama. I haven't talked to her.
Oh yeah, but she want to come next to me. You should know that.
Dang, man.
No, she's in love with you.
Everything you sound just sound like poetry.
She's in love with you. She's going to get mad when she sees this because at this point in my life, I've learned one thing about Floyd. When you come around, be neutral. I'm very neutral.
Oh, you neutral.
I like everybody. I like everybody that likes Floyd. And if you don't like Floyd, I don't like you.
Hey, so what did Lisa tell you?
See, this interview is about you.
I just want to know.
Nothing. I mean,
that's what the people want to know.
The people want to know what Lisa told
like,
you.
Ask me, the people want to know.
I mean, of course she cares about you. She loves you. You know that.
What other girl?
Because see, one thing I've learned, I have 5 sisters.
I like talking about these girls.
Okay, all your strippers. Okay, so here's the deal. Floyd has.
See,
No, the hell you don't.
Giovanni, what you're doing right now.
I know her, man. Pull her.
Messy.
Nah, you don't know her.
Giovanni, you about to lose your girl.
Don't tell me what's her name.
Oh, I promise you I won't. If he can get her, he can keep her. Is that
Yessie?
First of all,
I'm sorry, but you know.
We're on the radio.
Where's she from?
We're definitely
from
on
the West
Okay.
Indies.
We had this big debate over anal bleaching.
Wait.
No, talking about
wait.
female strippers in the club. We were talking about female strippers in the club and whether or not they should all be required to be involved in anal bleaching.
Okay, let people know something. This is the truth.
Let us know.
There's a strip club or stripper. And when a girl says she's a stripper, that means she works at a strip club.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why, that's totally nude. When it's just topless, that's a gentleman's club. And at the end of the day, I'm a gentleman, so we run a gentleman's club. But a lot of people don't really know what a gentleman's club is because generations have changed. So we like to say a strip club, but the official name for it is a gentleman's club.
So I know you're really big on hygiene. I've been with you to a trip where you've spent thousands of dollars on tongue scrapers and other shit like that. One day I was at your house. One day, and me and Melissa literally is like a sister to me, so I can say this when she doesn't get mad.
She too funny.
She was she was asleep one time in your theater, and she.
Oh my God, you're gonna talk about my fucking feet.
Well, they're not Claudia Jordan's fucking bear
You
claws,
got nice
but
ass fucking
no,
feet.
listen.
I didn't
Hold
have
on.
a pedicure that day though.
Hold on.
My
There's still, if you Google
Thank you.
Claudia Jordan's toes, them motherfuckers were like, they were amazing compared to hers.
I'm
Okay,
not
but-
gonna.
but no,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
say this.
No,
We're not
'cause
gonna get to that.
No, because you pointed her toes out while she was sleeping.
No, the thing is this.
And you were like, get them things done. What is that?
No, it's not that.
Get them things done.
No, I'm not gonna do that because she's a sweetheart.
Well, she is, but them
My
toes.
thing is this.
got nice feet.
I study details. I look at details
he does.
on everything on a woman. I look at the arch on her feet. I look how she's sitting. I look at her back. I look at everything on a woman. Like I don't like when I'm in a room with a woman or we having sex. I don't like her to be totally nude because I'm in that
Just mental.
I'm in that
sick
exotic
shit.
world. I'm in that mental shit.
Your mind, yeah.
I mean, I like her have on a sexy bra. I like her have on a sexy bra or even wear one of my wife beaters because it's sexy like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I like.
So Melissa's toes that day.
I hadn't had a pedicure.
Show them now though, because these motherfuckers on fleek.
Okay.
Look at them motherfuckers.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Want to put barbecue sauce on that?
Why is he handling your foot like
and
a?
I'm trying to like.
She has a dress on,
Oh,
Giovanni.
I'm a gentleman.
You're a gentleman, but you got a woman. You can't be doing that.
I didn't.
Because you're going to get in trouble, Giovanni, because guess what? Only I can do that.
I forgot she had the sundress on. My
She
bad.
knew that Floyd. It said okay. So when Air Mayweather 1, 2, and 3 touchdown, Melissa went straight to the nail shop
Wait, that's the name of your
Well,
fleets?
no.
because Floyd would look you up and down.
I got to thank Al Heyman for those planes.
Okay,
I got to thank Al Heyman for those. My father, he gave me whatever I want.
but who gave you the sense of evaluation when it comes to hygiene? A person's personal hygiene.
Well, I got to, me, myself, I got to stay well groomed, very well groomed.
How many showers a day?
Minimal or max?
Minimum.
4.
4 showers a day, minimum.
So you changed like your clothes like the Cosby shows for lunch.
Yeah, like
dinner.
4. I'm gonna say 4. I'm gonna say 4.
Don't bring up the Cosby. Where is Bill Cosby?
Today so far today, well, it's been 2,
Okay.
and probably 2 more before that.
Night's still young.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people don't realize you're up. Like your hours are crazy. Like what time did you go to bed this morning?
Oh shit. You mean what time I go to bed today?
Today.
Shit,
9 a.m.
I had a 2-piece with me last night. 2-piece.
And with a biscuit.
So you had a Tracy.
2-piece.
You had a
biscuit.
Tracy.
No Tracy. I just done. I mean, I probably just had the Uno just morning. Well, I had a 2-piece. I probably had an Uno. Light work.
That's one.
So I know you're. So I know
light
you're.
work. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I probably let her bless the God and sit on the throne.
So how do you choreograph these
Nothing to
excursions?
write home to tell Miles about. That's a normal night. A 2-piece is a normal day for me.
Dang. Must be nice.
How do you choreograph who gets to sleep in the bed, and on what day?
It all depends on how I feel. But the thing is, what it all depends on what people need to know.
I say that when I get my shoes.
And the thing is this: I can meet a woman that they say, "Oh, Floyd," or they could be like, "Oh, that girl, she's a hoe." You know what I tell them? Well, okay, she a hoe. Well, I'm a hoe too. They like, Floyd, she a bitch. She ain't shit. I say, well, guess what? I'm a bitch and I ain't shit neither. I say, let me love who let me like who I want to like. Mm-hmm. Let me love who I want to love. Because at the end of the day, like I said before, it's just like when I move in the neighborhood. The value of all the property goes up. So when I put, how can I go about this when I say this?
So what is
When I put this when I put this credit card inside that ATM machine, you know what I'm saying?
y'all following what he talking about the
Yeah,
credit
no,
card?
Yes, we're there.
Because we know he pays for everything in
Yeah,
cash. So
no. We got the analogy.
Oh, when I put this credit card inside the ATM machine, money's supposed to come out, but I'm putting money in it.
I can't.
You know the value of a female when she with me is,
So the value of that.
I just want to know like this. You know the value, of females. So you put the analogies out there. You the best at doing it because Hollywood Unlocked is the best blog site on social media. It's one of the best blog sites in the world.
The value going up right now.
You basically break it.
Oh, trust me.
You basically
I know.
break it down with women. Like just use some women that you want to use, for instance.
Nikki, baby,
What about her?
for my show.
What about her?
Are you talking about breaking down the value? You want me to bring up a woman that I know?
I'm just saying, like, break down a woman value. If you say like,
Well, I mean, for me, the type of women that I like to be around, you got to be a bad bitch.
okay.
Not just pretty and all that. You don't even have to like. Let's
You know,
use
but-
you
but-
for example.
but
Let's
like-
use Melissa for example. You're all natural. Your breasts are still sitting, and your ass is. You haven't had fat transfer yet.
I'm not going to have fat transfer.
Okay.
I don't need to.
But
I'm
you
not
have
gonna
the
lie,
swag. You're smart.
But you know the thing about this is like I'm gonna be honest. Like out of my women, like when I'm in the bed with, because I never encouraged. Let me get one thing clear. I never encouraged no woman. Oh, you need to go out and do this or do that. But I'm not. I'm
in
gonna say
terms
this.
of enhancing their body.
I'm not really against the breast thing. It's okay. If you got a nice fat ass, I think you can balance it out with some titties. It'll balance the body out.
But you don't tell them that they have to go do it.
I'm not saying you have to go do it.
Right.
Because a girl that I never really spoke about publicly, no one never really knew about this girl. And I talked about it to my assistant. I talked about it to my assistant, Mary Key Larico, aka Kichi, and y'all gotta follow her on social medias. This girl named Melissa Bailey. Nobody never knew about her. Sweetheart. And it's a lot of women that I've loved. Because you gotta realize, me, myself, I don't care if it's a flat ass or a juicy ass. When I get her in that bedroom, I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna still give her 100%. In case I'm sleepy. If I'm kind of sleepy, I'm gonna slack off. But if I'm up and I'm going, I'm gonna give her that work that she need.
So is there anybody that ever like gets cast off the island?
What do you mean?
Like,
what do you mean, baby? Talk to me.
Because it just,
We know a few of them. Miss Jackson was casted off the island.
What do you mean? I
She's
don't really.
never getting a life preserver. If she get a life preserver, I'm gonna pop that motherfucker myself.
I'm gonna say this. I don't really. My thing is this.
no, that was a tumultuous relationship. I'm talking about somebody.
What you mean tumultuous? What you mean?
You just woke
Okay,
a
I'm
sleeping
sorry.
bear.
I'm sorry.
There
Meaning
you go,
like,
using them
that
big ass
shit.
words, and that's now gonna get you in trouble.
I feel. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Okay. And we're gonna talk about this. Only one time people see me really go off on the deep end on social media.
Yep.
The reason
They don't know why though.
I'm gonna tell you, the reason why I did that is because of this. I feel that at least I deserve honesty. So when we was on, the show All Access, and I went on there and I talked from the heart. Like, you know what?
It's not scripted.
I talk on All Access. I talk from the heart. I was like, yo, listen, I'm going through a lot within training camp is because, my lady sent me a sonogram. My lady sent me a sonogram, and she lost 3 babies. She lost 3 babies. It was 2 babies for sure, maybe 3. She lost 3 babies. So I'm like, man, a life is so precious, but 3 lives.
And you just talked about how much you love your kids and how much.
Yeah, I love my babies. And I talked about that, and I was going to show the sonogram on All Access. And I'm glad that I never showed the sonogram on All Access is because it had marked abortion. So she had an abortion. And she said that she done it. I'm saying I was told that she done it because she didn't want to mess up her body. And I'm more like, we could have.
You paid for that body anyway.
I mean,
It could have gotten right back.
So what he was saying was the only time that the world saw him really lose it publicly was
because
when
I didn't like that because you put me
online.
in. So what I did is, and what I did, and they try to say, oh yeah, he's jealous because of this person. He's jealous because of that person. Everybody know I have a lot of problems in getting a female is not one of my problems. I feel like if a woman could just leave me at the drop of a dime, if any woman, it don't have to be just Miss Jackson. Any woman can leave me at the drop of a dime. If any woman could, it wasn't genuine love, no way.
Did you feel betrayed?
No, absolutely not. I feel like
When she lied to you about the miscarriage, did you feel betrayed?
I was hurt, and I'm gonna say this to the public. I was hurt. I love hard. You know, when if I give you 100%, I expect you to give me the same thing. I cannot give you 100% and you give me
50, 80.
you give me 60. Then it's,
Even 97.
it's not genuine.
I feel if you get 100%, you deserve 100%, not 99,
Because
not 95.
when she came to me, and you gotta realize I was taking care. I just wanted the best for any woman that I was ever dealing with. I only want the best for them. If they're in my life or they're not in my life, I'm not here to say, "Oh, I hope you fail. I hope you know." I mean, I don't know what she's doing now because the thing is, I don't have social media on my phone. I have better things to do. Like when you got 1.2 billion in real estate and you got 3 jets.
You're kind of busy.
Oh man,
You got a lot going on.
Yeah,
and then I just got a new strip club that I'm opening up. I'm very, very busy. I'm not gonna sit right here and say that people that's around me has never came to me or sent me something and said, "Oh, look what's going on with Princess," or "Look what's going on with Miss Jackson." People send me stuff all the time, but my thing is this. You know what I say? If they're in a better situation, that's better for them. Because I mean, I don't want to be in a situation where I have to argue with a woman every day. And I tell Bad Medina the same thing. We go through a lot of ups and downs, and I say, sweetheart, you can't focus on that. What you need to focus on is your makeup line. You need to focus on being an entrepreneur. The thing is this, you want people talking about you. You want them saying, whether it's good things or bad things, you want them talking about you. You should worry when they're not saying nothing at all.
Right.
My thing, I'm not an R&B singer. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a movie star. But still, I make appearances and I make $50,000 a pop. $50,000 a pop, $100,000 a pop in the U.S. And you got a lot of artists and entertainers that can't make that because times are hard. But if it's like you realize, Ray J is he's a Black American like myself, so I wish him nothing but the best. I'm glad that he's on, that he's able to be on Love and Hip Hop. Nelly, I'm glad that if he's still doing music, that he's doing music. He's a Black American like me, so I wish him nothing but the best. And I don't wish nothing bad on nobody, but sometimes when you speak from the heart, it hurts certain individuals.
So I know you and 50 Cent, we've been out where you've been around 50 Cent. You all seem to be cool now, probably not as close as you used to be. Do you think you and Ray J will ever get there again?
I can't really say. I'm a person that's big on trust. I'm a person that's really big on trust. And you can't be in my home, eat my food, lay in my bed, and then stabbing me in the back. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I can't be in a situation like that. But if I heard a song that he done, that Curtain song. I think
you did say that was a good song.
I mean, I like the song actually.
Yeah.
And
you've never talked bad about him.
No, I can't do that because once again, I was his friend. I don't know if he was my friend. Like the same thing I said. I mean, when people take shots, just like when people take shots at me, I'm not going. At the end of the day, I got to ask myself this: are they in my situation? What do they own? What do they have? Every car that I have. I mean, I can pull out my phone and show proof. Everything that I have is paid for. I don't have to do nothing no more. And I'm like Mona Scott. I'm proud of her. That she's a black woman. Like I said before, I got to empower my people first. I got to be proud of my people first before I can be. And I'm not saying this. I represent the red, white, and blue. So I'm far from racist. Because my lawyer is one of my best friends, and he's a white guy, Shane Emmerich. Yeah, I mean, he's one of my best friends. So Mary Key Larico, she's my assistant. She's Filipino. She's one of my best friends. She's one of my closest friends because I'm with her every day. She only wants the best for me. I only want the best for her, and we go through obstacles every day, But I only want the best for her.
So can we clear the air on something real quick? Since we've never been able to talk about this publicly, and I can't get him on the phone. Chris Brown thinks I tried to hook you up with Karrueche. Can we clear that air on that?
Absolutely not.
Never happened.
Absolutely not. I think that. Even like Karrueche, I think that it was a great thing that she met Chris Brown, and she must commend and thank him every chance that she get. That even like that she has all these followers on social media, that she's able to
she just presented at the BET Awards,
that she's able to make, and you gotta realize she's not even black, and she's able to present at the BET Awards, and even like I'm a fan of I like DJ Khaled, but when are we going to empower? And DJ Khaled, if you're going to be I love DJ. I mean, I love him and I like him, and we speak on a regular. But we have to, same way, we had Jay-Z and the Future just done a song with Khaled.
I Got the Keys.
Right, I Got the Keys, which is a great song. But when I'm going, and then all Khaled has to say is, we the best, and put the song out, and he get all the money. He makes all the money. And that's the same thing that the guy was touching on the other day.
Jesse Williams.
When are we going to take one of our own DJs and do the same thing?
Yeah, embrace them that way and give them the platform.
And give them the platform.
I think Future does it with Esco, or at least tries to.
But I love Esco, and I like I said before, I love Future. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, he's out there making good music. Future, he's out there making music. I love these artists. I'm just speaking from the heart, but I don't have nothing against these guys. And Khaled said Floyd, anytime you need me, let me know. I'm willing to help you. But what I say is this, Khaled, thank you. And we're going to continue to communicate with each other. We're going to continue to hang out. But I must empower DJ Jay Bling first.
Yeah.
He's an artist, but he's my DJ first.
And he was just at 106 in Park with you.
Yeah, that's why I took my artists up there first. I must continue to, because when we go to the BET Awards, they say this is a special night for our own. This is called BET, Black Entertainment. So we had so many different people that we should have put up there first, that went up there first and presented or received awards.
So I know, recently we were just over at the house and Future came over and you spent a lot of time with you, and a lot of the rappers will reach out to you because you're a big part of the culture and ask for advice on wealth and sustaining and growing wealth and just career moves. Why are they all coming to you for that? Is it because you're so successful in business?
I really want to say I'm just blessed. I'm blessed way beyond belief. I'm truly, truly blessed to be where I'm at. And I think it had a lot to do with just, I didn't want to end up like a lot of athletes. I don't want to just say boxer without nothing. Without nothing. I still have high up in the nine figures, extremely high. Met with another billionaire guy, like I said, today. That
I couldn't make that meeting because I was here, but
and he said, Floyd, we need to make you. The guy said, Floyd, we can make you for at least $4 billion, because he said, I don't know how many billions that they made, but he's worth 18.5 or 12 billion, something like that. But he said, Floyd, I can help you make billions with no problems. But once you get to a certain point, like I'm to a certain point to where I'm just being honest, and it's not bragging or boasting when I say this. I speak from the heart. When it's, like a guy would take a girl to the store and he buy her, you get one purse and you get one shoe. I've been blessed to be in a situation I could take 15 girls to the store at once.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Not could. I've seen it.
And a lot of times you see me with a lot of girls. A lot of times you see me out with a lot of girls. Are they girls are they dancers? Absolutely. Because I say you cannot knock the hustle. And people need to know the difference between a slut and a hoe. You need to know the difference.
What is the difference between a slut and a
A
hoe?
hoe fucks for money. A slut fuck just to fuck.
Oh,
And I tell
Which do you respect more?
The hoe.
I mean, you got to realize this. The girls got to know. You got to know who to fuck. A lot of times a girl be like, oh, girl, he's attractive. He look good. And then you find out you didn't fuck the wrong person.
Okay, so really quick, going back to the rappers and the culture thing.
Yes.
One fact that people probably don't know about you is that you don't like the use of the word nigga.
No, absolutely not.
Why?
I mean, you got really so many people died hearing that word before they died. And it's like a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? When you you got rappers that use the N-word 1,000 times in their songs, right? And you already know that the Caucasians, the white America, and the people around the world is going to go out there and buy your music. A lot of times, the blacks are going to bootleg your music, but the whites are going to go out there and pay. The stadium is going to be filled up with white people. But you're saying the words over and over. You're using the N-word over and over again, right? You want people to buy your music. You want them to be able to know your music, but you don't want them saying the N-word. But you say it 1,000 times, but you want them buying it. You want them repeating after you. So that don't really make a lot of sense to me. If you don't want them saying it, then you shouldn't say it. You know, that's how I look at the situation.
I completely agree with
that.
that.
I don't want my kids using it. They're not going to use it in front of me because because I heard myself saying it a long time ago early on. But like I said before, it's all about growth. I've grown. And it's not cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just not cool when you see what I'm saying. It's so unattractive. It's so unclassy. And I just, and like I told my boy, my oldest son, I told him I didn't want him, he called me one day and said, Dad, can I pierce my ears? I said, no. He went out there and done it anyway. Yeah, but he lived and he learned. It's a fad. I can't knock him for that. I just think, I keep my skin, I like how my skin look like this.
Do you like how his skin looks like that?
What do you mean?
I mean, saying I don't.
No tattoos.
Oh, with no tattoos? You know I appreciate that. I have no tattoos.
I mean, it's all about. Every day I get up and get dressed and I go out there to the world. You know what I say to myself?
What?
Can she take me around her mother? You cannot judge me for what you heard. Can she take me around her mother?
Are you presentable?
And when she say, oh yeah, he's a woman beater, okay, Mom, Google and show me the pictures. We don't want to say, have I ever restrained a woman? Yes. But have I ever just stomped and kicked and beat a woman? That's not true. Not true at all.
Oh, we've talked about a lot of things today.
But I'm noticing. I was looking at your kicks, and and I hear that you don't wear Jordans.
I like I said before. I know
you don't have a problem with anybody.
I don't have a problem with anyone.
But
if I'm in the club, and I got on Jordans and True Religion jeans.
Oh God!
Right?
I'd never
I just want to say that if I got on Jordans and True Religion jeans,
I'd never talk to you.
I look like everybody else in the club.
I
got a different type.
Like
I got a different type of money. I got a different type of money, so I'm going to look different.
Yeah, and you don't have a stylist. You do your own thing.
Well, you know what? A lot of times people want to say, well, the girls already know I dress fly. But I don't know if this is the right word to say, but I don't care if it is. Like, they are, I think a lot of people dress, they have a one-track mind. Everybody got the same look.
Sagging.
I'm definitely not going to sag my pants.
What is that? Like, why do guys sag their pants?
But can you sag Balmain jeans? Can you sag Balmain? Because you wear Balmain probably every day.
Well, I wear that. I was, and you hear a lot of people saying Balmain, but we gonna be professional. Call it Balmain. Just like when they say Maybach, we're gonna call it Maybach. We're gonna be professionals when we do this.
Right.
So you, most of your shoes are foreign. Almost all your shoes are foreign. We actually went to a Nike store in Vegas last week, and you switched out your shoes and left your other shoes there, and they were brand new. Why'd you do that? Because I was going to take them and fake an autograph and put them on eBay, but I didn't want to get caught.
A lot of times,
thirsty.
I like, I like this. I don't, sometimes, it all depends on where I'm at, depending on how I'm going to dress. If I'm somewhere like Miami, then I'm going to wear bright colors. It's summertime, I'm going to wear bright colors, fun colors, happy colors. If I'm in somewhere like London, I'm not going to really wear too many colors like that because it's real gray. If I'm in Milan, Italy, that's my daughter's name. Of course, I named her Milan, my youngest daughter. If I'm going to be in Milan, Italy, I'm going to wear a lot of bright colors because it's the fashion capital. That's what they say.
And you might just stop in and buy $400,000 worth of Birkin bags.
Yeah, I saw
That was in Paris. That was in
excuse
Paris,
me.
France.
I wasn't on that trip. I'm sorry.
And it's not Birkin bags. Let me tell you the difference.
Okay.
If it's if it's Birkin bags, stop at a 40. That's you got 30. I think you got 25. You got 25, a 30. No, you probably have a 30. Probably a 30, a 35, and a 40. If it's larger than a 40, it's considered a hock. That's HAC, a hock bag. There's a difference between a hock and a Birkin. A hock, that means it's a bag that a male can carry.
That was a hawk last night at the
red
one?
crocodile.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was in
It's a whole nother language. I don't understand none.
It's a huge, big,
because
beautiful bag. It costs $100,000.
me on the last trip that we went on, Jamie Lynn, the beautiful Jamie Lynn, the beautiful Melissa Brim, and beautiful people from my staff. We went to, where did we go? We go
Egypt, Maldives, Paris, Dubai.
Morocco.
I know because I followed you all on Snapchat. I wasn't there.
Morocco.
Morocco for a day.
Yes, we went to these different places, and we had fun. We had a beautiful time.
Greece as well.
Yeah, I've been there. I think I've
No,
probably been.
it wasn't Greece.
I
Not
don't.
this trip.
You know what? A lot of people
But there
talk
was
about when people talk about Ibiza, it's not all that. That's not what it's hyped up to be. Ibiza is not what it's made up to be. Sandro Pay is not what it's made up to be. So these are places that I don't recommend for people.
How do you decide where to go? Because you went to
He spins the globe.
Coming to American on that.
With
Coming
his
to
eyes
American.
closed.
you went to Cuba, right?
I've been to Cuba. Yes.
Didn't you say in Cuba that they love candy?
I was trying to give them money, but it was like
You said $100.
it was like I was look out for them, tip them $100.
Yeah.
They didn't care about the money.
They wanted candy.
They wanted candy.
That's interesting.
That's crazy.
They wanted candy.
They can go buy candy with the $100.
How they don't sell candy in Cuba.
Oh,
They don't make candy in Cuba. They don't sell it at all.
diabetes must be high over there.
How?
No, it would be the opposite.
Oh, that's stupid, right? Damn.
So the other day I thought I did a good thing, right? Because I said this to Floyd when I first met him. I said I want to do the Mayweather challenge. Let's try to go one full day without spending $1.
Oh, that'd be dope.
So the other day we got invited to the Khloe Kardashian's birthday party.
We did.
Shout out to Floyd making me look good with Kris Jenner, by the way, because he told her it was my choice if we came, and of course I said yeah, because I'm trying to get in with them too. And he brought the whole money team there, but I thought I did a good thing.
You mean?
It was probably 50.
I think I brought 50 people.
Yeah, it was like
It
50
wasn't the whole
people.
team.
It was
The team is worldwide.
Chloe's birthday
But I want
party
to thank.
was
I
really
want to
the money
thank.
party.
I want to thank Kris Jenner because she said, "Bring everybody."
She did, and
She said,
was-
"Bring everybody." I'm like, "Are you sure?" She said, "Bring everybody."
Because everybody's
beautiful.
alive.
I mean, everybody that was with me.
And with all the people that were in there, John Legend, everybody, she kept asking me, "Where is Floyd?"
Let me talk about everything that my spoiled children have.
Kanye West was looking for you at the party too.
Kanye West, keep up the great work, keep up the great music. I think he's really misunderstood.
But I thought that I did a good thing. I thought, yeah, we had a whole day and didn't spend any money, and then he says, "Why spend $700 on parking?"
What?
Valet.
Valid.
Oh, yeah, they
'Cause
charge you extra.
No,
when
hold
you
on,
pull
hold
up
on.
with the-
He tips every single person that touches his cars or anything.
They take care of me because I don't want to hear nothing. We gave you this for free. I don't want no free tickets to no game.
Speaking about free, what's this $20,000 tax bill that you supposedly have kind of circulating with a strip club? The Hustler Club in Las Vegas?
Actually, this is something that I heard of.
Okay, yeah. Because it sounded like an unfounded rumor.
I don't know, but even if it is, even if it is a rumor, it's something to talk about. So thank you. That's keeping my name out
It's in
there.
the Daily Mail today.
So it's cool.
Did you do that?
You served them.
I'm not the financial guy. So if someone from my financial team
Send a bill.
did that, then they're doing something right. They're supposed to. It's about
Protecting your
it's
interests.
about protecting me. It's about me. It's about me working smarter, not harder.
I don't know why that's the story, though.
And I'm going to be able to stay rich by being smart,
Wealthy.
Well,
extremely wealthy.
Okay.
Well, the reason why it's a story.
Well, I mean, like I said, some days I can say rich, some days I say wealthy. I'm both.
Potato, you know. So the reason why it's a story is because, you know, the owner of the club is basically saying, listen, I comped his bottles. Everything was free. He threw money on this.
Haven't been at many clubs. And he called me the other day and said, will Floyd come to this club? They want to comp him a table. He does not let people comp him tables.
Because I don't want to.
So right there, there's a falsehood.
I don't want no one to feel like I owe them anything.
Right.
I don't want to feel like I got to look over my shoulder or I got a problem with someone because they feel like
they did something for you. You got to do something for
they
them.
did a favor for me and I owe them a favor back.
So basically what the story is that, you know, the money that you threw out to the girls, it's just between, I don't know, like $20,000 to $100,000. The strippers are independent contractors. So them being served with a 1099 for the money that you threw out is what has the owner of the club, like, you know, all his panties in a bunch.
The IRS doesn't have a loophole that says you can go and throw money away. You still have to account for all your money.
I paid my taxes, so everyone else should have to pay their taxes.
What's the biggest tax check that you've written to the IRS? The largest.
Well, I think
He ain't trying
30.
to get
I think
right
30. I can show you in my phone.
No, just number.
I think let me see. 30. Well, I paid him like in 1 year. I probably paid him like $34 million cash.
That's crazy.
damn, that's crazy.
I wrote 3 checks. Wrote 3 checks right there, 3 different checks. Well, I wrote 2 checks. Then they said I got to write 1 more. So like $34 million.
That's nothing, you know, because I seen you go to the bank with my homeboy Jackie Long, man. The video,
Yeah. Yes.
you went and made that deposit, which was very healthy deposit.
Yeah. I think that day I don't know if I deposited like could have been $2 to $3 million.
Well, the first check that I saw of his, the first day I met him when Keechi introduced me, it was like 32 million, but there were so many numbers because they even did the .00, so I had to sit with it for a minute, and then my spirit came over me. It definitely had a whole reevaluation of my life. So, have you ever had a problem? You just had a problem in the bank, or you tried to take your money?
They make mistakes sometimes, and
But
a
you're so on
lot
top
of
of
times
it.
I don't like to send. I like to go to the bank myself.
Yeah.
I gotta look and watch my money myself. I mean, I have hundreds and hundreds of millions invested. Ain't worry about that. I mean, but you know, just regular money to live off, just have fun with. We talking about 20 million.
So you that's your petty cash, 20 mil.
But I get millions every month for the rest of my life.
And you gamble a lot, and you're very
Yeah,
successful
I've
at
seen that.
gambling. Like we were around you during the finals, you
Yes.
know, and we saw.
And you gave me that good luck.
I do.
Oh,
very
so you
well.
bet on the Cavaliers?
Excuse me, honey. He's
Well, not the
listen, we're
first.
talking
I bet
about
on like
me
the
and being good
halftime.
luck, yes.
Like it's like this.
Sorry, babe.
I don't like to
We'll
cause.
come back to your question.
I made a lot of money off LeBron. I made a lot of money off
Steph.
I don't want to say Steph
Okay.
because it's certain guys. And I don't like people talking. It took a team. That's a team. It's a team sport.
Right.
Kyrie Irving played
Amazing game.
he played a major key to them winning the championship, just like LeBron did. Steph, and who don't get enough props is Klay Thompson.
John B. Right.
He don't get enough
He
props.
does look like John B.
They don't know looking
No,
at
He don't get enough props.
little bit.
that he truly deserves.
He does.
And I think he busted his
player.
ass also.
Right.
So we were there when you won one of the games that you
Yes.
bet on. I don't remember what game it was, one of the early ones. And you went to bed with your money. It was about $250,000.
You definitely cuddled with your money.
You cuddled up with
we were leaving. We
we
were leaving.
were leaving, and you were getting in the bed.
It was like
with your,
scooting over. Tracy wasn't there that night, so
Tracy wasn't
Tracy.
there. It was Benjamin was there. Yeah, lots of Benjamin.
You know, we married to the money.
So speaking of money, there was a rumor that Twitter wanted to buy shots for like $300 million, but you said no.
I don't really know the exact number. I don't know the exact number. But I think everyone, because there's so much bullying going on, not just in America, around the world, so much bullying going on. And we're totally against it. Because I was,
Meaning the Shots app, you can't leave comments.
You cannot leave comments.
It's not about how many likes you got. It's just about the experience of seeing the photo or video. Can you do video?
And I'm not, what's the new app that everybody's using? Snapchat. I mean, I think that I need longer than 10 seconds to tell my life. Mm-hmm. I mean, I need longer than just 10 seconds. Oh, look at this. I need longer than that.
Well, shit, this
I need to be able to tell my, I need to be able to, Shots, we're going to give you a little bit of everything. And it's all about being positive. I'm positive because I have a positive team. Mm. When I was surrounded with a bunch of negative people, I mean, I was a negative person.
You do have a good team right now.
But once I got a positive team around me, I became a more positive person.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. So BET Awards was just here. Not to get too much into that. You've won how many Emmys?
3 Emmys.
How many?
But I've never won a BET Award.
That's what I was about to ask you.
I never won a BET Award.
How is that? How is it that you're the richest athlete, one of the most top 10 most influential
I went to the first BET Awards, which was in Las Vegas. I've been in a sport of boxing. I've been a professional now. We just say 20. We always say years. We like to round it off and say 20 years. It's probably been like 19.
About 20 years.
I'm gonna say 19 years. We always say some days I say 19, some days I say 20. But I was world champion 18 years of those 19 years. I've never received a BET Award. I was here before LeBron got into basketball. This was before LeBron. This was before Stephen Curry. Before a lot of other athletes that's received BET Awards for Athlete of the Year. But I'm glad that they won. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I've never received an award.
You still to date have never received one?
Absolutely not. But I commend Deborah Lee. I want my daughters to look up to women like Oprah and Deborah Lee. I want because those are powerful black women. It's all about black entertainment.
But why do you think you've never been honored? Because you've been honored by SB, by everywhere else, People's Choice.
Well, I was happy that, I've won a lot of ESPYs. I don't know, 6 or 7 ESPYs. Never athlete of the decade, never athlete of the year with the ESPYs. I don't know, but I believe I'm the only athlete that's ever had a 20-year run at the top. Mm-hmm. And no one else has had a 20-year run at the top.
You think it's politics?
I mean, I can't really say. It's probably because, a lot of times certain athletes that win those awards, whoever sponsored them
paid for it.
Gave a lot of money up.
Advertising.
Gave a lot of money up. Mm-hmm. Just like the other day, I feel like when I was at the BET Awards, I didn't appreciate this. I feel like we shouldn't be trying to persuade our generation on who to vote for. Mm-hmm. They say this is the land of the free. They say it's all about freedom. It's all about freedom of speech. I feel that whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, you're still an American. Vote for who you want to vote for.
What do you think about Donald Trump and Hillary? Who are you going for?
I feel like this. I just want to say this. Vote for who you want to vote for.
Mm-hmm. So you're not endorsing anybody?
I'm just saying like this. Vote for who you want to vote for.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I feel like, I think like with with Democrats and Republicans, I feel that Democrats is going to give you the mind frame of an employee. They want you to have the mind frame of an employee. You go to school, then after you get out of school, you get a job and you work for someone. Whereas the Republicans is going to tell you this: had a mind frame of an entrepreneur, had a mind frame of an owner. And I feel like you should go out there and vote for who you want to vote for. I take my time sometimes because I don't want to say the wrong thing, because then you have people going crazy for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, your voice has a lot of power.
Yes. So I don't, and then the other day when I was at the award show, it's obvious.
I mean, Hillary's name came up a lot.
Yes. And then you got to ask yourself this.
We didn't talk about her last year. Or the year before that.
But we got to ask ourselves this: have we ever seen have I ever seen Hillary Clinton at one of my fights?
Never.
But you go back and watch the Manny Pacquiao fight, I seen Donald Trump there. I mean, I'm just saying what I've seen. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, that's looking at this interview, I'm not telling you who to vote for. I don't have anything against Hillary. I don't have anything against Donald Trump. All I'm saying is this. I've seen Donald Trump supporting me. That's what I've seen.
Would you ever have sex with Oprah?
She has a better half.
Oh, stab me, fuck.
And
Keep forgetting.
And then the thing is this, I don't go outside I'm not rude or disrespectful.
Right.
I mean, I would love to sit down with Oprah someday and do business. I love that she's one of the most powerful women in the world.
Black women.
And it's not just black, but she's one of the most powerful
But in
women
terms
in the
of
world.
being an example for women
Absolutely, for my
women of
daughters.
color,
For my daughters.
Yeah.
And I think that my children are going to be very successful. They're going to take my businesses to that next level. And I laid the groundwork. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be respected more than my children are. Because I'm the first. You know, they're going to be like, oh, you know, you got it from your father. But it don't matter who they got it from, they got it.
And we're going to take some calls. So this is actually our first show where we've taken a call. So do we have a caller? Caller, who is this? Hello? Hello? Caller?
Yes.
Hi, so you're calling in to talk to Floyd Money Mayweather, right?
Right.
Talk to him. He's right here.
What's going on? Hey, how you doing?
Hey, well,
Are you on the Metro PCS phone? We can't hear you.
I was just about to.
nah, man, I'm on AT&T, man.
Oh,
you
you showing? You showing out? What's going on?
on
Talk to me, man.
AT&T.
Tell me something. Talk to me. Let me know something. Ask me the questions. What you need to ask me.
Man, Floyd, I got a quick question for you. I'm a up and coming combat sports manager myself, and what would it take for someone like an up and coming fighter to get noticed by Mayweather Promotions?
Well, if you do, I need my commission.
Well, you know, I have so many different staff members that's on social media. You get in touch with those people, and I have a Mayweather Promotions. We have a building, and we have a number, so you can look up the number on Google, and then get in touch with my staff and my team, and we can go from there.
All right, man. It sounds like a plan, man.
Thank you. Good luck with everything.
Yeah, we'll be looking for you. I need my money.
No, stop, Jason. Good luck with everything.
Hollywood Unlocked, Uncensored, and you're on the phone with Floyd Mayweather. Okay. Hello, this is Hollywood Unlocked, Uncensored, and you're on with Floyd Mayweather.
What up, Floyd?
What's up, family?
Ah, oh man.
Giovanni, he sounds like you.
Oh, this is shit. I wish I had this on Snapchat, but I don't. But hey, man, what's up, Floyd?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm coming from California, Palmdale. You know, my name is Wick. I'm doing good. I got a few questions. I probably got this one main question.
Let's
Man,
ask one question.
Adrian Broner,
Yes.
he's talking all this smack about you, but yet he still rides your dick tough. Why do you think he's talking smack? I'm thinking he's talking smack because that's the way he try to promote himself.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't really.
it's all about staying relevant, and I think it was a brilliant idea, to stay relevant.
Yeah.
You got to realize I'm away from the sport now. I'm a lot older. On my birthday in February, I will be 40 years old. So what's important? What's important to me right now is my children and taking them to the next level. I came into the sport of boxing. I did what I had to do. I broke so many different records, and I think that if a young guy like Adrian Broner, I think he should focus on just his career at boxing. Don't really focus on me, because I done what I had to do in the sport. Now it's time for him to go out there and do what he have to do.
Yeah, true. Danny Garcia, do you think before Triple G and Canelo, if they ever fight, do you think Canelo should fight Triple G should fight Danny Garcia before he fights Canelo Alvarez?
I think that Sugar Ray Leonard went up in weight class. Tommy Hearns went up in weight class. So many legendary champions have moved up in weight class. Triple G is the only guy yet to move up in weight class. So I think that Triple G should move up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. We're going to go to our next caller. You're on live with Floyd.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up? Money May all day.
Hey, what's up, man? Say, man, look, I read on the internet today, man, that you got the tax return that you sent the strip club a tax form to write off the money you gave to the strippers.
I don't really know if they did, if they didn't do it, but I do know I got a strip club opening within 60 days.
Yeah, there's a segue for you.
No, look. I'm talking about how smart that is. That's just some smart ass shit. Can I say that? My bad. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Absolutely. It's just
Man, that's just some smart ass shit. And as a black man, you know what I'm saying? I just want to give you props as it being a smart ass.
Where you from,
man.
family? Where you from?
I'm from Dallas.
Okay. Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Everything bigger in Dallas, huh?
Rotten folks.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? On that night shift.
Y'all showing out.
But say, man, my favorite boxer. Want to give a nigga props.
Appreciate you.
And all that, man. TLC.
All right.
All right, thanks so much for
Thank
calling.
you. Next caller, you're on with Floyd.
Hi, Floyd.
Hey, baby girl.
I'm Armani. I'm your biggest fan.
You is?
Yeah, I always come to Las Vegas looking for you.
Oh,
How old are you, girl?
So what do you want to do when you find Floyd?
Wait, we have to ask how old
Right,
she
you
is.
sound like you 12.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
Oh,
Okay, see, Jason,
Jesus,
see, that's
sorry.
why we got to ask
I'm
the question
sorry.
first.
I'm learning. I'm new to radio.
Okay.